Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Realtor is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agent with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Realtor, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H5657 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Realtor is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agent with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Realtor, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H5657 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Realtor is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agent with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Realtor, now you be
Oh yes! Buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estate with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Realtor is here for me.
Oh yes.
Everybody listening, oh. Real estate and land agent with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Realtor, now you.
Good evening, our viewers at home. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on your lovely program, Women of Valor. Today in the United Kingdom is a bank holiday, and I hope all our viewers, you are all having a good bank holiday today, May the 7th. Thank you all once again. Hope your day has been good and restful. And if you still have to work today and any other parts of the country that you're watching me this evening, I hope you've not had too stressful a day. And I hope your week will be good and not too stressful either. My name is Yetunde Oloyinka Okeshola. I'm your presenter for your lovely program, Women of Valor on Noble People Television. Thank you. On today's program, I'm sure majority of us would have seen the title, Are You a Wife? Do you deserve to be called a wife, a mother, or a devil? Let's be pondering on this. I have seen some of our fans already joining us. Please do invite your friends and family. Do share this program. It does benefit us. It's not religious based. Any religion at all can watch and enjoy this program. We are all here to support each other, to encourage each other. We do value your positive comments. Even if it is negative, we take it as developmental to improve our services, because your enjoyment and your contentment is our priority. We do value all your comments. We do appreciate your support all the time, for and on behalf of Noble People Crew, from our CEO up to every single presenter. We say thank you all our fans for your support all the time. And just before I go on, I'm going to seize this opportunity as well to wish our dear Director, Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Adebayo Adeaga, a very happy birthday today. And if you can please also join me to wish him a happy birthday if you are online. Today we will be talking about, do you deserve to be called a wife, a mother, or a devil? Right, I would like to explain, like as always do, explain the topic, what I mean, so that we can carry each other along. You will notice that most especially in African community and society, we do have this belief that if a man is not making the right progress or is not doing well, the first person that might be stigmatized is the wife, one way or the other. So as a woman of valor, even sometimes the woman, the wife, we do so much and we work so hard, but just to support the husband, but yet she will still get stigmatized. Not in all cases, and we're not saying that there are no circumstances, whereas actually it is the wife that is that is making the husband not to be successful, in which ways that we are going to be exploring and examining in a very short while. So if you have any comment that you want to add, what you think and why you think, the community sometimes, the family sometimes do think if a man is not successful, it could be due to the wife. Now, first I want us to examine the people that can refer to you as a devil in your own home. Number one set of people that refer to you as that is the family, your husband family, your in-laws. They're the number one person. Number two, they're the outsiders, people that are not even related to you, but happens to know one thing or the other about your family. And the third person or the third group of people is the husband himself, because we've had husbands sometimes that are, challenging and accusing their wife of being the reason and the cause for their downfall or unsuccessfulness in life. I would first of all like us to examine why, because we cannot say families don't do this. We have to be very practical and we have to relate to day-to-day life activities and what happens in our community and in our society currently. We do know, and I'm sure all my viewers tonight must have experienced or seen someone that has gone through that or been accused of this kind of thing. They will not call you, they could call you names like a witch or whatever, all horrible names in that sense. Even if they don't say it to your face, they will say it to people that will tell you. And such names is not really, palatable. So this is why we said you deserve to be called a wife, a mother, or truly a devil, as they will relate to you if your husband is still struggling to make ends to meet. Now I have some reasons here why family could work against the wife and call wives names. Number one reason is jealousy. If your husband's family, if they are very jealous of you, they could find ways by which there will be problem in your homes, so that at the end of the day there will be friction between you and your husband. Okay, every mother-in-law, most especially the ones that love their sons so dearly, don't forget, boys and that grew into men always feel very close to their mother. They love their mother very well, even though they relate to the father. They see the father as their hero, as their mentor, but there is always this special love and bond between a mother and their sons. So when another lady or another woman to say is coming into this relationship now it became two women in the life of this man. I have seen some men calling their mother old wife or old love or something like that, just to make them feel like, even though I've gotten a new woman in my life now, yeah, you're still my oldest, love, and you're still my oldest wife in that sense. Some women, mothers to say, they don't take it very easy at all. They to the extent that it creates enmity between themselves and the daughter-in-law. So rather than accepting the daughter, the wife of their son, as their own daughter, and see the couple as children to the mother, or seeing the situation as I'm blessed with another child that has been raised by another parent and feel happy, they see the wife as a rival, as maybe the husband is the type that will, after every day's work, branch off at mommy's to have something to eat before going home. Now the wife is at home. Son, the wife, of course, we want the husband to come home and have the delicious meal that she has cooked. And of course, every mother can feel this pain, like, most especially those that doesn't have their husband with them. Maybe their husband or the father has died or has departed, so they see the son as a consolation, as a little husband. So they will love to cook and make their tables and everything. So if another woman now comes into the scene and, the son is no longer eating the mother's food, a big jealousy could arise from there. And I tell you, the mother will be looking for every excuses to blame the wife for everything that happens in the son's life. Now, because they've seen the situation as she has come to steal my son. Now, another reason why this thing could happen, is that they're looking, when the wife comes in, the wife will be looking good because the husband has to make sure that he looks after his wife. And in the process, there is possibility that the family or the immediate family, like the mother, will be neglected. There will be a little bit of, neglection happening around there because the attention is now divided. Now the wife has come into the home. There's going to be children coming up now. So, and the more the family grows, the more the attention to the mother is being reduced. So some mothers, instead of joining in the party and enjoying the flow together, will feel neglected, will feel hurt, and thereby they will try to create some sort of, problem between the couple. Also, if the family, so to say, it's always mother, sorry that I'm mentioning mother, in some cases, because father-in-laws have had, according to research, you will see 7 out of father-in-laws are always very warm, because you see some wives saying, oh, my father-in-law bless him, my father-in-law bless him. The problem is always like with the, mothers. So this is why we are, running this program, so that, young mother-in-laws will change their perspective towards, their children's life and marital life. They will see it in a different way rather than a negative way. They can see the positivity in their son getting married and their family growing. So mothers as well, what they do is they do try to dominate and dictate, because if the son has always been coming to them for advice before he takes a decision, now he's got an other half. So before even telling the mother, he probably, inform the wife and everything is done, dusted. But if the mother knows about it, she would like to enforce her decision or her opinion on the couple. And the son will not like to offend the mother, so thereby will say, all right, mom, we will do as you have advised. But then the wife will say, what happened to the agreement that we had? We said we were going to do it this way. And the son will go, my mother said this. And he will say that in situations like this, it's always, my mother said, I don't want to upset my mother. I don't want my mother to feel hurt in this way. And thereby, the wife will already be nursing some sort of grudges inside against the mother-in-law. Like, she's lived her life, she's spent her time with her own husband. She doesn't have to come and be ruling my home. So it's not always working out if this is the attitude that, the mother-in-law goes. But I will tell you, I know some women or some ladies, wives in this case, have attitudes, bad attitude. But I also believe that every lady getting married will always love a sort of a warm relationship between their mother-in-law and themselves. They will love, that relationship. It's always the friction that is coming from the mother-in-law trying to sense that I'm not going to be seeing my son as much as I do. Yes, of course, but we should see this as a blessing rather than a pain, really. So another reason why situation like this can occur is intruding into the privacy of the couple, intruding or not respecting the space of the couple. It is possible that the husband or the son might even give the mother a key to the house, so the mother is free to come in. You know, mothers always love to look after their son, they like to pet them. Maybe the mother will always drop by as well every now and again to, you know, leave some shopping or to cook, or, you know, just to pamper the son and make him feel like, oh, my son hasn't gotten a wife. She knows, of course, that one day the son is going to get married, but when the reality now comes in, it's a thing of, oh, it's like she's, mother-in-laws do often feel like their nose is being pushed out of the joint, so to say in a way, like they're no longer valued. So they feel devalued, and from there they feel resent, and then when resentment starts settling in, then they will start to rebel in a little way by enforcing decisions, just, you know, bumping in without calling to say they're coming, or, you know, and even if they come and they're not prepared for guests, you know, because like it's not every day that you're really in the mood for, you know, people to come, even though they will say, okay, you should be able to be free in your son's house. Yes, it's okay, but wives do often feel like their space is being intruded, or that their space is not respected enough by families, or when, you know, in-laws will come in numbers for holidays and stuff like that, so the wife will have to adjust herself and everything. You know, this kind of thing is always causing problems, and as a woman of value, we want to, you know, explore how do we cope, how do we do this, because these are some of the reasons why at the end of the day, you know, everyone has got their ups and downs in life. You know, you have your positive period, your positive years, your negative years, years of achievement, years that you have lost so much, you know, so that they're not going to be attaching the non-achievement or the time of your husband's failure to your to you as being the reason or the cause. Now, other people that could give women names being called a devil in the husband's house, they're outsiders. Outsiders as like, because your mother-in-law is not going to, or your husband's family is not going to say, could be, oh, my brother. Some people, it's not even the mother. The mother-in-law will be, you know, cautioning the sisters. It will be the sister-in-laws that will give the wife a hell in the home, because it's my brother, it's my brother. Or some even if they're relatives like uncles, nieces and nephews, and they will take it upon themselves that, you know, they will intrude, they will jump into discussions between husband and wife, just to kind of upset the wife, to say, you know what, you're a stranger, you only just came in, we've grown up together. We grew up together, we've been from we were young, and you cannot just come in now and, you know, take away our brother, our uncle away from us like that. Before we talk about the outsider, I would like to acknowledge the presence of some of our viewers online. Mr. Obahagbon Olaoluwahati says the first to join us today all the way from Nigeria. Thank you so much for your support all the time. We really appreciate you. Chibi Katimpa is watching. Thank you. Chibi is a colleague of mine. Thank you for joining us. My sister Topsy Dami is watching. Thank you, sis. God bless you. Sister Ola Wolesi, my lovely sister. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for the hospitality. May the good Lord reward you. Thank you for joining me on this program. Mr. Wale Akinyele is also online with us today. Thank you for your time tonight. God reward you. Mr. Michael Ola Omowa, thank you. Hello to you, sir. God bless you. And Mr. Aida Ademiwa as well, he says, well done. Thank you for your support and for your encouragement all the time. And my mother in the Lord is here with me as well tonight. Thank you, Mommy Beatrice Bankole. Thank you. God bless you for joining me. Very soon we'll be having Mommy Beatrice Bankole on the program as well as a special guest. She's a very talented, very knowledgeable woman, and I'm sure we all love the day she's going to come on this program. We're looking forward to welcome you, Mommy. God bless you. Now, please continue to share this program. Invite your family and friends to join us on the program. You might, men, women. It's a women of valor, but woman of valor. But it's not only for women. Like I always say, men also can benefit. And tonight's program we have a little bit of word for our men as well, our daddies out there, because women are being advised left, right, and center, but we cannot do it all by ourselves without your support. We need your encouragement. We need you to, stand by us. We need your support all the time, and to see us as a helpmate rather than the one that is behind my downfall and etc. So thank you all. So continue to share, and God bless you. Like I said, outsiders as well can be the reason and cause be the reason or be the cause of why a woman in our home will be called a devil rather than a helpmate or a support for the family, for the husband and the children. Outsiders, as if your sister-in-law, one person can tell the story of your home to 10 people with that, like 20 people. Everyone knows one person or the other. And in any ideal situation, your talk or the family problem can come out, and then it becomes the talk of the town, and they begin to talk about you. So people will begin to pass their comment, oh, she's such a devil. Oh, I didn't know that's how she is, that woman, and she doesn't look it. Oh, the last time I met with her, she greeted me very well. So, oh, no. She has other side of herself. She's not like that, and stuff like that. So outsiders, even though they don't know you so well, but because of they say, he says, she says, they will form their opinion and they will bad name you. And before you know it, bad rumors spread very, very quickly and easily. And the last but not the least of the people that will name you being a devil in your own home is actually the last person to do that, which is your husband. Your husband, there are many men that's out there that do accuse their wives of not being supportive, of being the devil behind their downfall or their misfortune, and being the reason. But a man will not just say this because he just woke up one morning and then he says, this woman is the devil. I mean, I have seen a situation where the man will wake up and said, I dreamt and I saw my wife turn into a kind of a dangerous animal and trying to attack me and all whatnot, and the man could, out of this, be forming his own opinion or go to spiritualist or spiritual church, and then things will go, bad. This kind of things can actually break the home. Is the reason why we're saying a wife, we're actually talking to the women themselves to say, do they really deserve all these things that we're saying that is happening, and the reason why you are being called name or that women are being called names? Do you really do any of this, or are you the reason why they actually call you these names? But now we're just exploring the reason why you can be called names like this. So your husband can address you as like a devil. Sometimes even in a conversation, you can be called Ishu, you can be called a witch, you can be called any name. Why would a man go out of their way to say that to their loved ones? It may be if you're too harsh during discussion, when you and your husband you're talking, and instead of lowering your voice, I know some women have got a bit of a high tone voice, but you must know how to balance the tone of your voice when you're having an important discussion, or even if it's a heated, it's because if it's a disagreement, find a way to not be too harsh, but at the same time, making your opinion to be known and your voice to be heard. If you're too harsh or you're just a nagging woman means, like you're hammering on something that you know is actually upsetting and annoying to your husband. Every woman or your partner, every woman will know the weakness of their man. No man really like nagging or talking and repeating one thing over and over and over again. So when you're talking about one thing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, or like you want to send him to sleep, or that is the music you play in his ears before he goes to sleep, and it's, as soon as you wake up in the morning, this is the same thing you're repeating. The man will not have a restful mind, a restful head to do anything to achieve, and at the end of the day, he might sound you to be the devil that is actually disturbing and distracting his attention to achieve. And also, if you show less interest in what your husband or your partner is doing in support of their dream or their goal, they can see that lady does not want my progress at all. I don't believe she really wanted me to do well, because men as well, they do have their own thinking about what women think, because some women would think that if their husband made it or make it in life, they will abandon them or they will start looking for girls. Everybody believes that you don't know people's true character until they are rich, until they have money. That if you don't have money, you always have, there is an adage that says if you don't have money, you are always behaving, you're always having a borrowed behavior. That is the translation, best version of that it is only when somebody is rich that you really know their true character. But you will be a complete gentleman if you do not change your character. If you love your wife when you were not rich and you still love her, even when the money comes, then you are a genuine, a true gentleman. But women always feel, skeptical about it and think, if this money comes now, I think, so if you're putting this ideas in there, maybe it could be the reason why they're not showing interest. But if you're the type of women that does that, you should think that if that your husband happen to be your son, is that what you, because we're not putting ourselves in situations. This is why we cannot guide our thoughts and our behavior. Because if your husband happen to be your son, or okay, your husband does not happen to be your son, you have a son, would you like your son's wife to think the way you're thinking if you don't want your husband to make it? Let's just put it as simple as that. Also, I have online with me, I have my sister Mojisola Johnson. Say good evening, Auntie, and thanks for that. Thank you, sister. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on this program. Another sister of mine, Miss Adejoke Koka Jesu, is watching. Thank you, sister. Good evening to you. Mr. Michael Omawa says, well done, ma. Thank you, sir. Thanks for your encouragement. Mr. Dimeji Majek is joining us on this program. Thank you, sir. God bless you. And is giving it some. Thank you. Monica Fron is watching, a colleague of mine as well. Thank you for joining me on this program, Monica. God bless you. Hope you are having a relaxed Monday and hope to see you tomorrow. All our viewers, thank you for staying tuned. I'm going to go on a very short break now. Please don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Oh yes! Buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure, structure and well planned, and as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Creator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, oh. Real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Creator, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Creator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Heights Creator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, oh. Real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Creator, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Creator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire.
Ìyanu tí yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ máa mú kí n jó bí odi, ayọ̀ tí yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ tí máa fi jó bí adití. Kóṣù yìí tó parí bàbá jẹ́ torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀, kí kí n jó láìrí ìlú kí n jó bí àdìtì.
ìyanu tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a mú kí n jó bí odi. ayọ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí máa fi jó bí àdìtì. ó ṣe yẹ tó parí bàbá jẹ́ ó torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀. ìjó láìrí ìlú ìjó bí àdìtì.
mo máa ṣerú ẹ fún ọ ìwọ gan wájó wáyọ ò ní dúró dè lù kí o tó gbọ́wọ́ ijó ò tí ẹ níbi kìta ó yẹ lùgàn ò bá ijó mu wà á máa rán bí òkò tí òkò tó múròyìn ayọ̀ tí o gbọ́ má gbọ́wọ́ ijó gẹ́gẹ́ fún ṣẹlẹ̀ ayọ̀ tí o rí oṣù yìí tó parí ó bàbá jẹ́ ó torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀ ìjó láìrí ìlú ìjó bí àdìtì.
ìyanu tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a mú kí jó bí odi. ayọ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí máa fi jó bí àdìtì. ó ṣe yìí tó parí bàbá jẹ́ ó torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀. ìjọ láìrí ìlú kí n jó bí àdìtì.
ta ló ń sọ fún ọ pé wọn náà kò máa jó ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ayọ̀ tí mo wí tó bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ akọ ẹ níjó titun ìjó tá ìrẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ijó akọ ẹ lórin titun láì kì í ṣe kọ̀ǹpóṣà orin titun àtẹnujáde oníjó tuntun àtẹsẹ̀rẹ̀ wú tó bá jẹ́ láàrin ìgboro ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn ti bá ọ níbẹ̀ náà ló ti máa jó tó bá jẹ́ nínú ìyàrá àní ìwọ nìkan agbọ́wọ́ ijó gẹ́ngẹ́ wàá tún kọjú sókiri láláì gbọ́lu bóṣù yìí tó parí bàbá jẹ́ kó torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀ o torí mi jó láìrí ìlú kí n jó bí àdìtì o.
ìyanu tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a mú kí jó bí odi. ayọ̀ tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí máa fi jó bí àdìtì. ó ṣe yìí tó parí bàbá jẹ́ ó torí mi ṣẹlẹ̀ o. láìrí ìlú kí n jó bí àdìtì.
mo ti ríru rẹ̀ rí o ṣebí ní sójú mi ló ṣe bàbá àgbà kan ní oníkẹ̀kẹ́ napep ó ń lọ láàrin ìgboro nígboro ìlú Ìjẹ̀bú Òde bàbá tó ń wa kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí kò ní kọ́bọ̀ lápò kò tiẹ̀ tún láṣọ ọlọ́run ṣebí nítorí àtijẹ́ ló fi ń gba kẹ̀kẹ́ wá bó ti ń lọ lópòpó yẹn mọ́tò kan ń bẹ níwájú ọkọ̀ bàbá olówó níwájú bàbá oníkẹ̀kẹ́ lẹ́yìn ṣàdédé lójijì àwọn ọmọ tó lówó rí tó mú kó tẹ bírèkì ọkọ̀ bá ṣe sì ó dúró bàbá oníkẹ̀kẹ́ ìyẹn náà tẹ bírèkì ìyẹn bá di páfẹ́ bírèkì kò mú mọ́ tó bá di labalábá àfi kò ṣàlágbọ́ ó kó fún bàbá olówó ó ti fáná mọ́tò bàbá olówó sọ̀kalẹ̀ ó wá jáde nínú kẹ̀kẹ́ ìgbájú ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kínní ìgbájú ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ó ní ó fáná mọ́tò mi ó ti jẹ gbèsè sóògbọ́ iná mọ́tò tí ó bọ́.
Hello, good evening again. Thank you for staying tuned. We just went on a very short break, and thank you for your love all the time. We appreciate you. Just before we went on the short break, we talked about the people that are likely to name you as a devil in your own home, even despite all your hard work, which are your husband's family, outsiders, people that hear say, they say, she says, you know, all those outside reporters. And also your husband himself could name you as a devil behind his non-successfulness, and you know, if you're not supportive, or if you're not showing interest in the things that he's doing. Now, we want to see what we can do as women of valor to try and eradicate some of these causes, some of these things that predispose or predetermined events that happens for us to be nicknamed. Because truthfully, there is no woman that doesn't want things to work in our home. It's just that when it's getting a bit too much, there is too much expectation from a new wife. And, you know, if the wife is not able to meet up, they either take it in an aggression, and turn it to aggression, or take it in an aggressive way, or if they're calm, or that they have, good knowledge and wisdom, good counsel, they can, talk to some elderly people that will give them good advice. They can speak to their spiritual leaders. But first thing first that we have to do, as women of valor, and the first of the reasons why we give about the jealousy, we should also always remember that the situation, all women should know that moms are not always finding it 100% convenient. Yes, they want their sons to get married. Yes, they want to have grandchildren, but they don't like to be sidetracked. They still want to be part of the family. They want you to show them the love, and you should see them as your mother rather than a mother-in-law. When you're married, you should, see your mother-in-law, your husband's mother, as your mother as well. If you have this perspective and you go into your home, your marriage, with this perspective, you will have less, grudges against your mother-in-law, because even with your mother, you might have grudges. So it's not. I'm not saying things is going to be 100%, but at least, your mother-in-law as well. We know this is a kind of a give and take situation. Everybody needs to contribute their own quota to make it work. So you need to show love to your mother-in-law. You need to make sure you make her feel at home that I have not come to take over completely and take your son away from you. I have actually come to be a blessing to you, because I'm going to be giving you grandchildren. You've just had another, daughter, your son. There are certain things, certain discussions that, mothers can maybe not be able to discuss with their son, that if you feel that gap as her daughter, she will feel free that that's my love, beloved son's wife. So your mother-in-law will be free to tell you certain things. I've seen situations that, you will hardly recognize that the daughter is actually in-law, is the son's wife, because of the relationship that is between the mother and the wife. Also, mother-in-laws, women as well, because when we say mother-in-laws, it's women we're still referring to. As a woman of valor, try not to be dominating in your sons or your children marriage, because even some women that are mother of the bride will be telling their daughters that they don't take nonsense for him or your family. No. And if they visit, this situation, we've seen it happening, they will visit their daughter in their husband's house, and when they see the way she's going around trying to serve everybody, they will be even the one that will caution to say, go and sit down, go and take a break. You can't kill yourself for everybody, and things like this. It's not good. Don't give a wrong counseling to your daughters. Leave them, let them live their life. Encourage them. Tell them you're a very strong woman, my daughter. You've done really well today. I have seen how you've managed to support all your, husband's relative, because it's showing something that you have trained and brought your daughter up well. So, also, from the in-law side, try not to be such an, intruder to want to stretch your wife, your uncle's, your brother's wife to a certain extent. Remember, if you're yet to be married, you're looking forward to be married as well. Would you like someone to make your husband's home a hell for you? You should always put yourself in the situation and see how you want her to be treated, and then treat them equally. And another thing, wrong perspective that I would like to discourage with women, mother-in-laws, is because you don't have it very rosy with your own mother-in-law, does not mean you're looking forward, because some people will vow from that time to say, when I'm in the position, they see it as a revenging time, the time to revenge for what has happened to them in the past. Your son's wife was not there when you were being maltreated or being punished, and it wasn't neither a relative that has punished you. So there's really no need for you to make your daughter-in-law's life a hell because you went through hell when you were married. Don't forget, life is changing. We're now in the 21st century. And and things has changed. Everybody has moved on. There has been more civilization than the time that you will be referring to. Maybe you have to go for a family of 20. Your daughter-in-law might not have their capacity. Even your son might, maybe they have 2-3 bedroom house. You can't bring multitude, or crowd their space and expect them to just feed the people, that visit. Try and respect, try and protect them even from people that want to just visit them in a way. Try and shield them, try and find the way by which you can save them, protect them from to the best of your ability from the rest of the marriage, so that your son can have a happy home. Because if you allow too many relatives going to a new couple's house, she's not going to, of course, be able to satisfy everybody, and everybody will go back with reports trying to say she's like this and she's like that, and people, there's been so much enmity in families, among, families due to this. So, please, mother-in-law, try your possible best not to take a revenge on your daughter-in-laws. Now, outsiders, if there is no information from inside, outsiders will not be able to know what is happening. So again, I would say try to, keep confidentiality in your home as well. Don't expose everything that happens in your home to relate to extended family or to friends or to colleagues at work. Don't go and tell them what the fight or the argument between your son or your daughter and the husband, because then you will receive some wrong counseling that you're going to pass on to this couple, whichever one belongs to your side. And so please, parents, let's be very careful when we are supporting our children. And as you would not like to be called a devil in your own home, it is not a good name to call your daughter-in-law or your sister-in-law. I will also talk about husbands that always have the belief or, think that their wife is the reason why they're not achieving. I believe every woman loves to be treated like a princess, like a queen, to be pampered, to be watered and nurtured. And of course, if the man hasn't got the money, where is he going to get the money to pamper the wife? So, in so to say, every woman wants a man that will look after them. So even if you are not in that luxury, I believe every woman of valor, a reasonable woman to say, will want to support their husband in whatever they do, no matter how little, in their own best possible way, to make sure that the man is better off. I was speaking to a friend recently, a very good intelligence. He said, if I have 80 pounds, I always pray that my husband has 100 pounds. Because if he doesn't have 100 pounds, that means if he doesn't have more than I do, he just use that as an example, then it will be my 80 pounds that is going to suffer for it. And because she loves to keep her 80 pounds, she said, I know, if my husband has 100 pounds, he will definitely spend out of that to say, take this and do that. So this is the way I think we should all think as women, to say, our husband, they're not just there to get the money and flaunt around. We talked about women working to support the home sometimes some weeks back. If you're a woman and you're not, doing anything at the moment, depending on your circumstances and your situation, but you must have the urge to go and do something, and not to just sit at home and expect the man to be the breadwinner. And don't forget, he has other families that he has been supporting before you came into his life, and if they now being neglected too much, then you might, they might say you are the reason why he's being drained, and you are the devil behind his ill luck. So, what also I would like to, the aspect that I want to discuss with our men, is that men need to earn that title. Men is a title that is not to be messed with. It's not a title that is a joke. When you're a man, you have a lot of responsibility over your wife, over your children, over your family as a whole. and your wife first, because it's the wife that you know first. You need to protect some men. The way they slander their wife is not good. The way they, even though they don't chat or talk too much, but even the one comment that you make about your wife that is very, downgrading or degrading, is not good, because it will go a long way. Men's words are always very powerful in that sense, and they carry weight. Yes, your wife is not perfect. Yes, she made mistake. Yes, she needs to be corrected, but that is why you are the man. She's a helpmate. You need to support her. You need to encourage her. You need to assess her weaknesses in the time of courtship and see how you can best possibly support her to be the best that you wanted her to be. Not trying to change her totality in that sense, because it is agreeing and tolerating each other to a certain extent, because remember, you both grew up in different homes with different background, sometimes different culture, different religious belief, and you have agreed to come together as one, to live together as a family, to bring forth children. So if you don't agree to a certain extent and find a mutual ground by which you're going to be operating or be running your home, then it's not going to work. And this is why we have so many cases of divorces and separations that is going on around in the whole world, not just in the United Kingdom, all over the world. It is happening everywhere. So men really need to earn their title. If a woman actually wanted to leave a home, I believe a man that is earning his title as a man can make the wife to stay, because you are going to put your feet down and say, I'm not letting you just mess my life up. You're not going to mess the life of my children up, because the children doesn't only need me, they need you as the mother as well. But because men know that it's easy for them to just leave and go, then they cannot be bothered if the marriage is falling apart. Yes, it can fall apart. But that is why I use the word earn your title as a man. Be a man indeed. Remember, there's a campaign that is going on in town today about no killing, that Noble People Television, Noble People International Magazine is actually supporting. No Police is there right now as I speak, and also Pastor Omoa is there as well. The program has been going on for about 4 weeks now on our stage, No People Stage TV station, and about killings. There are so many things that could happen just due to the fact that you decide to upset your wife, or you cannot tolerate her, and then things happen and things didn't go well. Now, the fact that one reason or the other you have a child to raise by yourself, because we have to be practical. This is what I said. We are not making it look as if everything is perfect and it has to be according to a book. We have to explore other aspects as well. There are cases where you just have a child with a man you don't, that they're married or they have their own wife, or you happen to have a divorce anyway because things can just not hold together. This does not give the opportunity that you lapse in your responsibility as a mother. You still must, put in your best to make sure that your child gets the best in life. You do your best to raise that child and give that child a good moral, good education, and the support that is necessary. So whether you're not a father that is present in house, there are still certain ways by which every man can support, their children. Some men don't ask of the well-being, like a child of 5, 6, 7, 8 years will hear from the father like once or twice in the whole of that, 6 years of age or 10 years of age. Things like this is not good. Communication is good, even if the distance is there, whatever. A phone call, okay, is this okay? If the child, is able of that age, speak to them, encourage them. They know there is somebody there that is called daddy. in whichever way, the support can be given, men should try to do their bits and with no laxity from the mother, because mother, this is why we are mother, this is why children are a bit more closer to us, because men has to do other things in many cases. Before I go further, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Olu Ogunowo. Thank you, sir, for joining me this evening. And my friend Ogungbe Adebola Rotimi, watching from Nigeria. Thank you, Rotimi. God bless you. Lady Ori Gomisana Days is joining us this evening as well. God bless you. Mr. Adiola Prosper, thank you for joining me. A very good sister, Sister Florence Owolabi, thank you this evening. And Engineer Abiodun David say more grace, ma. Thank you, thank you. Sister Florence, say well done, sis, you're blessed. Thank you, God bless you too, sister. Thank you everyone for joining me on this program tonight. So, as a woman, you need to examine yourself whether you really deserve to be called the devil, whether you really deserve to be called a wife, whether you have assessed yourself to be a wife. Because even if they call you names, you must be able to be convinced and say, I'm not a devil. I know who I am. I'm a woman of valor. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. Not necessarily being a wife, because it's not every mother that is a wife. I am a mother. I am not a devil, because there are some things that some women do that even their own children will see them and term them as a devil. Not because they've seen them flying with wings, but because of the attitude of the way they're behaving. Some children, we can even judge their mother when they're of that age to say, mommy's behavior is not right. When your own child is judging your behavior, you cannot term yourself as a woman of valor. You cannot say, and another thing that women does is, when you know that the father of your child is not there, you start raising curses and, abusive words. The children will be listening to you and they will be recording. They will grow up one day. And some of these curses, actually, your children will be sharing out of it, because the child is part of the father. So if you raise a curse on a man you had a child with, or on a husband that divorced you because it's not there, you're actually causing yourself indirectly, because when your child share of a cause, then you're sharing of it, because then you have to bear the pain and the consequences. And I would like to implore all mothers out there as well, mother-in-laws, please, 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 make the life of your daughter-in-law bearable. Give them all the support they require with with your grandchildren. Love the grandchildren. They're just like an extension of you. They're like children that you gave back, you have without going through the agony and the pain of pregnancy and childbirth. Just view it that way, and then you will love the children and their mother, and you will not see the wife as an intruder or a thief that has come to steal or take away your son from you. Prince Adjua as well is watching. Thank you for joining me. We are coming to the end of today's program, and I believe that you must have learned one thing or the other. If you didn't join us, or you invited your friends, you can still always share. You can always go back and visit us on www.noblepeoplemedia.org, or YouTube Noble People TV, or on our Facebook page Noble People International Magazine, and you can always listen to some of our old programs. Thank you for joining us and for supporting us all the time. Once again, before I go, I will, on behalf of all Noble crew, I would like to wish our CEO a very, very happy birthday to Mr. Adebayo Adiaga. We wish you long life, prosperity, and we say many, many, many happy returns of the day. We'll pray that God Almighty will uphold you, and you will not fail, you will not fall, in Jesus' mighty name. We pray for all of you, our viewers as well, that we will not miss or lose any of you in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you very, very much all the time. Thank you for supporting all our programs. Until next week when I will come your way again, my name is Yetunde Oluyinka Okishola. Thank you and God bless you.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agent with 100% guarantee. Aspire Iterator, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Iterator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Iterator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Iterator says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Iterator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agent.